Hello everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Now, I've been scaling the mountain, trying to climb up here and check it out. And I'm starting to think that putting a base on a mountain is not the best idea. Just climbing up here, I've made huge cave-ins. And yeah, let me just go down and show you. Like, there was stone here, not anymore. So if one day I'm building and I just dig a few blocks and everything falls, this will not be good. Huge cave-ins have happened. So, and actually I've run out of sticks to make ladders. Oh, do I? Yeah, one short. Run out of sticks to make ladders and oh god, I almost ran off the side. That would be instant death. And yeah, I don't know how much farther up we can get. Probably not much. But this is definitely a big mountain. And scary. Kind of scary. Actually, we might even be able to get to the top here. We did. Awesome. This is really bright. Like, I can't see anything. Let me turn those shaders off. Galena. Yeah. It's not a bad size. I could build a decent sized base on here if I flattened this out to about this level. But the question is, will it hold or will it all just cave in like this? Let me place something on there, please. Please. I'm shifting. I can't place. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried everything's just going to cave in, so I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Let me know what you think. Whether we should start building a base up here. It's going to take a hell of a lot of wood to build some kind of staircase or just a ladder all the way up here. But it might be worth having up here as like our little food storage place and just have a room up here, and we'll build the base down by the lake where we can actually have a farm or something. Or we could kind of do it in the sea, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I need to think about base ideas. My original idea was to do it on top of a mountain so we could have like bridges going across, like we could break that off and have a bridge going across to there and build like a platform and have another room over there like the blacksmith or something. Originally I thought that would be a good idea, and have like under here we could have a room and we could just drop down into it. Yeah, thought this would be a good idea, maybe in vanilla Minecraft, but probably not in TFC because everything is so much harder and things fall all the time and it's not good. But let me know what you guys think. I need to do some more thinking about it, but today we're going to try and get back down the mountain. Yay, that should take a whole episode probably. No, only joking. We are going to do something. Yes. Don't kill me, please. I don't really know what. Hopefully not die on the mountain. That would not be good. Yeah, there's a place down here. I'll try and show you it, which would be really cool for like a room or something. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Where's my ladder? I need to get down. Please don't tell me my ladder broke. Because from a cave-in, this would not be good. Down here? My ladder should be here. Yes, okay, good. Phew. Yeah, under here, like, ouch. Like, under here would be really cool for a room. I'm stinky. could have it like in here. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm thinking too grand for for TFC really, or just like a little room coming out of here would look really. Stop falling down! I want to show people things, like coming out of here and then, yeah, I think that would look really cool, like just a little house coming out of the cliff. But that's gonna be really, really hard to do, and things will probably fall on top of the building. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Let me know if you got any ideas, but this, I don't know, I want to do something with this. Maybe in the distant future, once we're all set up, we can try and build a nice cool base here. So, yeah, maybe, we'll see. So I'm going to head back, and that was kind of my plan, was to build like a staircase up there so we could start building stuff, but it's ridiculously huge. I didn't realize how massive that mountain was until I actually had to go up there. Do we have bones? No, we don't. Sorry, doggies. Pet you? No, we can't pet you. We must feed you first, right? Water. So we're gonna head back. I guess on the way back we'll go check out the farm. See how things are growing. We actually got a bunch more crops we need to plant there as well. And I don't even remember where it is. Farm. Okay, I'm going the right way. Das ist gut, ja. So yeah, today I guess we'll check out some of the tools that we made in the last episode. Show you some chisel stuff, maybe. Yeah. I'll try and think of something to do. We've got... Hello. This is not your home. Please don't actually. Let's... Okay, halberd is not so good for creepers. Definitely use a bow on creepers. That's almost grown. I think they are grown. Don't have my hoe on me. Hello? I hear you. Not a lot of stuff is grown. I think the peppers and the onions are grown. We need to get the jute planted as soon as possible if we're ever going to make ropes. Yeah, that kind of screwed my plans for today's episode. Hello, friends. Jump. I kind of want to breed some pigs, or at least start getting them familiar. Whoa, don't fall down there. Oh, this is things I threw. Yeah. I really don't know what to do. We could set up a little pig pen over here. And sheep, actually. If we're ever going to get Archimedes' ships in here, we're going to need tons and tons of wool. So we'll need to start familiarizing the sheep. So... But we don't have ropes to bring the things over. You can do it just by tempting them with grain, but it's so much harder. So I think maybe that'll be a future thing. We'll have to... First of all, we'll have to block this off so nothing can get in there. Yes. That's good enough. And we'll do a fence in there or something so they can't escape. Let's take a quick look at NEI and see what we've got that's interesting that we can make today. Preferably something that doesn't require iron. Like pistons would be really cool. We could play around with pistons, but I think that's going to be a long time before we could do that. We can do charcoal pit or make a forge or something. That will be needed. That will be needed eventually. We don't have enough copper right now to do that. Let's make a sluice actually. Why not? We'll go and try out a sluice. That's not a sluice. That is 3 planks and 3 sticks. Cool. So sluice was terrible in the last version of TerraFirmaCraft. Hopefully it's been updated. Hopefully it's better than it was. That bowl broke. Ouch. Headphones hitting the mic. Oil lamps we can't make until we've got an anvil. Yep. Well, we could. Okay, so one cool thing. Okay, I think we're going to try and set up a sluice and a little forge and possibly an anvil, so we can get started with some stuff. Yeah, totally. So we can get started with some blacksmithing things. One cool thing about the chisel is you can make these polished or smooth rocks, and then you can pick them up as they are. So you can build with these. They don't have gravity. They're really beautiful. I don't know. Actually, that's a good tester. Can we? Let's find a rock that's easy to take and it won't look out of place. Come on, move over here. Can we chisel these ones and pick them up? I wonder. You can pick them up. That was really weird. Why did I say it like that? I don't know, but I did. Cool, we can pick these up. This might even be better. Actually, I don't know. For forges and stuff, the regular smooth ones probably look better, but these would be good for other things. Actually, we can try. Let's get a few more of these. Hello. Because if we have a square forge that's like this, that'll look really cool. It's all connected, like chiseled in. That'll look pretty sweet, I think. Definitely need to get some bronze going because my pick is dying really quickly. So for that we need sphalerite or cassiterite. We need to go on the hunt for those things. Let's take some of these. Okay, that should be enough for now. So, forge, where shall we put it? Where shall we put it? Pigs are going to go here, sheep probably here, so forge, I don't know. Let's try do it in the ground. Shovel. Thank you. Okay, so let's dig out a little 3x3. I think I underestimated how many blocks I'm going to need for this. I'm going to need more than that, right? Yes, I am. 2 more. We also need some coal. I think I picked up some coal, but maybe not enough. So let's get this. Whoa. You can also do it with charcoal, but if we've got coal nearby, it's probably easier just to do that. Okay, we've got that, and we need a raw piece of stone for an anvil. So you see this is kind of dangling, but it's still connected. If you break this so it's not connected to anything, the actual raw piece of stone that looks like this will drop. There's another piece of coal there. In fact, I want to get a few more, and we can make a grindstone, and we can start making bread. I can't remember. I think it's only 3 that we need, but I'll get extra just in case. Cool. Cool. So let's put these here. That looks pretty sweet, I think. Let's get our coal. Awesome. So we need to go 1 shift click. No. Does it have to be charcoal? Really? Pooh. Okay, I think that has to be charcoal, so might have to set up a small charcoal pit. Let's do the grindstone. So 3 of these raw stone and a stick gives us the hand stone, and then 3 smooth blocks of stone will give us the kern. So the kern and the hand stone gives us the ability to grind up wheat and grain, and we can turn that into bread. So put the handstone on top. The grind is real. You can also grind up certain ores to make dye. Don't think we've got any that we can make dye from. Actually, maybe bismuth. Hey, copper. Get we are brothers. Can we grind up bismuth? No, we can't even place it in there, so that's a no. I think malachite makes green dye. We don't have anything else. No. Actually, we could grind up some flour, some grain to make flour. Is it in here? That's not what I'm clicking. Yeah, we got some wheat. Let's trim. We don't have a knife, do we? Hey, what? I know we've got grain here, but I want to use that for animals. The inventory. Oh god, I need sticks as well. Sorry, this episode is probably really boring. I apologize. It's just me doing random things about the house, but this is kind of what TerraFirmaCraft is. You do a lot of this stuff, and I'm not joking. A lot of this stuff. But it's fun in its own little strange way. So, let's eat some stuff. So, if you put your wheat in there with a knife, it gets you the grain, the basic grain. I did actually get some straw from that as well, which is good. Some grains give you straw, some don't, or maybe it's weight dependent. I'm not sure. You can place that in there and grind it. It even renders it out for you. Then, if you make a bucket, you can take your flour. This is what you need to make alcohol as well. You need the actual flour. Let's put this stuff away because we don't need it right now. Oh yeah, actually for an anvil we need an igneous type of rock, something. Yes. So, I explain myself really well sometimes. So, I know andesite is an igneous type of rock. You can find all this stuff out on the wiki if my explanations are not good enough. I know sometimes they're really vague and not good. But I know what I mean in my strange, weird little head. So we got an anvil. We can put this there. To make bread, we need to go and get some fresh water in our bucket, and then Then mix it with the flour and cook it up. And we can make sandwiches. Not sour jizz like people said on my old videos where I said, yay, we can eat some sour jizz. No, not sour jizz. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. Not sour jizz, please. Sour jizz, that is gross, man. If you don't know what jizz is, good. You're too young. Please don't look it up. Don't Google it. It's gross. Yeah, none of that. Sandwiches, not sour jizz. God, that was really disgusting. So, anyway, enough of that. Dough, water, no, flour and water makes dough. We can cook that up. If we have a log, actually I don't want to use ash, I want to use that, and fire start. I'm not wasting my sticks again. I know I have a fire starter in here. I always do that, and I end up with like 100,000 fire starters in a chest. Obviously not that many, because it's impossible to do, but you know what I mean. Too many. Way too many. And that's cooking. We can put our dough in there. That will turn into bread. Oh, my back is killing me. Right. Let's put some stuff away. The inventory. Chalk can go away. And like magic, it will turn into bread. Hello. And boom, there we go. Very light. Let's check the taste. Let's get it to medium, I guess. Or light, that'll do. Fine. That's good enough. So we can make some sandwiches. Yeah, I said it right that time. I know I did. Alright, we get some meat, some garlic, some onions. Nom, 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 nom. And fruit. Do we have fruit left? No, we don't. Garlic, onion. Actually, no. Garlic and onions can go together. Meat. Where did? Trim that decay because it's quite a lot. And that's almost the perfect sandwich. We just need some fruit to make it all different kinds of food types, but we don't have any, so kind of stuck. Let's go check this fruit tree over here because it's close. Don't think anything's growing off this one. Nope, nothing. Could actually use sugar if this dropped some sugar. Let's check. Because it looks quite grown. I don't think it will. No, just seeds. That was a waste. Cool. But we can make a sandwich out of this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's sour and it's savoury. Everything you want from a sandwich. Okay, also we're going to try and set up the sluice. So to do that you need a water source flowing 7 blocks away so it kind of stops. Then you need to dig down 1 block, I believe. And I think 1 more block here. And then place it against this. No, place it this way. Yes. And then you're trapped forever. No. You need to... Basically, you need to kind of throw dirt or... You don't put it in here. No, you throw it on there. I think it's sand or gravel is the only things that works with it. So... Let's get some gravel from here. Last time I tried this, it stopped working. Like basically it overworks, kind of like the same as a gold pan, and I got like nothing from it. It was really not worth the effort of setting it up. Hopefully they've changed that a bit. So we're gonna try it. We've got 16 pieces. That should be enough for now. So you can just throw them in the stream, and they'll flow down to the sluice and do nothing. Okay, could throw them directly on top and then they go in. No? Oh, it's full. Okay, that's why. 3 pieces filled it up. That's kind of strange. So yeah, 50 out of 50. And any output will be stored in here. So if it finds any ores or any jewels, it will stay in here. You can come collect it later. We're going to head back and finish what we were doing up there. Okay, so to turn your anvil or your piece of stone into an anvil, you need to right click it with a hammer a couple of times. It should say hammer time. Now you can only use, weld copper with this. You can't make any tools. All you can do is weld copper to make a copper anvil and upgrade to the next tier where you can make copper tools and then to bronze, and it basically goes up in a tier system like that. We don't have enough copper to do anything with it at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it like that. You will need flux to weld stuff, just saying. To make the forge, we need charcoal, I think, because I tried coal and that's not working. So I'm going to make a very, very small charcoal pit here. Hopefully it works. They used to have a minimum size, so it had to be like minimum 3 by 3, but I think they got rid of that, and we might be able to actually use this size as a charcoal pit. Just a few logs, 2 stacks. Also, I'd like to get some torches, because I have none, and I'm going to need some to light that. I think you can light it with a fire lighter, but it's so much easier with a torch. I have torches right here. I'm clever. Anyway, let's get up here, and you'll need an opening, and then you basically need to throw a torch on top. It should start, as soon as it starts burning, you need to cover it. Okay, and it's smoking, so I believe that is working as a charcoal pit. So we won't get a lot of it, but hopefully we'll get enough to actually start making the forge. Now, oh, and sandwiches you can eat in just one big bite as well. What else were we gonna do? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Oh yeah, leather. Our leather's now finished, so we can take that out. We've got 12 pieces, which is quite a lot. We can check the uses for it. So for this, we got leather armor, a quiver, and a saddle. That's pretty much all we can make with it, except for bellows, which we'll need later on. Once we get to the Iron Age, you'll need them. You can also use it to make chain armor, but we are way off making that stuff because we need bronze. I think bronze is the minimum tier for making that. But we can make some leather armor, and a quiver would be good. So quiver. Kind of like a coffee mug. This one. Quiver. And this basically stores your arrows or javelins. Goes on your back slot. You can throw them in. And just gets you some extra inventory space, so you're not carrying around 6 stacks of arrows all the time. And you should be able to shoot straight from your quiver. And any arrows you pick up should go straight back in. Cool. On some mod pack things, if you die, you'll lose whatever on your back. So I'm not too sure if that's the case with all the add-on stuff. I think that was just because of the gravestones mod we were using in TerraFirmaPunk the last time I played that. So we shouldn't have a problem with that because everything just falls on the ground when we die. So other leather stuff. Let's make some armor. Why not? So I probably did this wrong, didn't I? Yeah, probably. Chest piece? No, that's not a chest piece. Damn it. Leather. Can we salvage this? No. Oh, we're screwed. Can I make boots from this? No. Okay, well, that's one piece wasted. So, chest please, chest plate, whatever. Like that. Helmet, like... Please tell me I did this right. Please? Yes. Cool. Pants is like that. And boots is a lot harder. One, two, okay. One, two. Awesome. Full set of leather armor. You can dye this, but you will need to grind up some ore in this and in the current and actually... Hey, no? And yeah, then you can make dye. You might have to also mix it with bone meal. And some dyes don't work with leather armor. Last time I tried that, nothing worked really. Awesome. It will take a long ass time for this this charcoal pit to burn. So let's also make let's make a saddle while we're here, because we have loads of leather, and I probably shouldn't have clicked that before I looked up the recipe. And we're gonna need a saddle if we find horses, so just like that. Awesome. Cool, we can put that stuff away, we don't need it. So, chisel. Let's talk about the chisel, why not? Can do some really awesome things with this chisel. You can, mainly in detailed mode. I've showed you these things are not regular TerraFirmaCraft. You need an add-on mod to do that stuff. But you can make smooth ones, you can make stairs, you can make half slabs. Even, actually, I'll show you. You can, it's like 1/8 of a block each. It's not half slabs, but it's like, breaks it down, so yeah. And then you can do this detailed mode, which is really cool. So you can chisel out little pixels from it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's basically chiseling out tiny little pixels. So we can give our little pumpkin head a Mohican. Yes. Polish swearing. Cool. Little Mohican, little anvil on his face. Awesome. And you can also chisel out this side, because it looks ugly. Awesome. It kind of looks like a little top hat or something. I don't know. You decide what it looks like. It looks weird. But you can do some strange and wonderful things with this chisel. Hopefully we'll get onto loads more stuff with that. But for now, I wanted to check this charcoal pit, but I think it's going to take way too long. And I don't really have time. I have to finish up this episode now, because it's getting late. So yeah, let's quickly put the shaders on so I can get a nice little screenshot of my friend here with his top hat. Awesome. Oh yeah, and the quiver renders on your back as well, just like the skeletons have. So that's all we got time for in this episode, unfortunately. In the next one, not too sure what we're gonna do. Maybe I want to start building. I want to start building a house, so we'll look for somewhere to do that. And if you got any suggestions, as I said earlier in the episode, let me know. And also we'll work on making a forge and possibly looking for some more copper. But that's all we got time for in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps me out, helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.